Okay, today instead of doing our normal training, we're going to be talking about different ways we communicate on the field. So we're going to be going over some hand gestures and how they tell you where the person wants to put the ball, as well as we're going to be going over corner kicks and the three different ways that we're going to be delivering the ball for corner kicks this year. Okay, so today we came out to the actual soccer field because we need a little bit more room, and we're going to have a defender here. So we're going to start with the basics, and the basics are that when you're looking to receive the ball, you always want to be in front of the person defending you, and you want to be presenting yourself to the person that has the ball. So you want to be making a motion towards them. Okay, so the first way that we're going to communicate is by putting both palms down towards the ground. This is going to be telling the person with the ball that we want the ball to our feet and that we're going to be coming towards them to get the ball. Okay, so I'm in front of the defender and I want to pass on the ground to my feet. Okay, so when we're calling for the ball towards us like that, that's going to give us at least 2 steps on the defender. We know, and the person passing knows, where that pass is going to come to. The defender can't even see us put our hands out like this. So they just have to defend where we are instead of where we're going to be, and that's going to give us some space. Okay, the next hand signal is going to be a hand still pointed down at the ground, but out to one of our sides. This is telling the person which side of the defender we want the ball passed to, but it's still telling them that we want that ball on the ground. So one thing to think about when you're seeing that hand signal is that you're not just passing in the vicinity of where that player is. They're expecting to be in a full sprint to get to that ball. So you really have to lead them with that pass out to whatever side it is that they're asking the ball to be played. Okay, the third hand signal is to a side, but up in the air. This is indicating that you want the ball put over the top behind the defender, but you're still indicating what side of the defender you want to run to. So the important thing with all 3 of these is that the person asking for the ball is still starting that same path of running towards the player. It's especially effective in that one that you're going to get behind the defender because you start them moving the wrong way. Okay, I've asked Morgan and Kevin to help me with these next couple because they're meant to demonstrate the same hand signals except for how you're going to be using them when you're actually open. So we've got some separation already between Morgan and Kevin. Morgan is our offensive player, okay? And in these instances, especially when you've already got that space, most times you're gonna want the ball put to your feet, okay? So the same hand signal still applies. All right, Morgan, go ahead, let us know that you want the ball to your feet. And there you go. You're taking advantage of that space that already exists. Okay, the next hand signal is the outside pass, okay? But here you've already got that space. So what you're trying to do, and you're gonna see this mostly for forwards, is you're trying to get behind the defender and make them not understand where this ball is going to go. So it's still the same hand signal, and Morgan is looking to run behind Kevin. So go ahead, Morgan, give me the direction. So what Morgan did there was by indicating that we wanted that on the back end of the defender, she was able to stay onside by running across the field, but we still were able to get behind the defender and taking advantage of that space just by knowing where she wanted the ball. She had 3 steps on him before he was able to make that read of where that ball was going to. He had to read what was in front of him. Okay, and finally we're gonna do the third hand signal, which is the arm in the air, indicating which side of the defender you want that ball placed to. This one will have the same effect as the last one did on the ground, but again, it's gonna make it more difficult for that defender to be able to track where that ball is. Okay, Morgan. Okay, so for corner kicks, we're gonna have 3 main things that we're going to do this year. Every single corner kick, however, is gonna start with the outside midfielder, who is Morgan in this case, indicating which one of the 3 kicks we're going to do. And she's gonna start us off by running towards the person taking the corner kick. Okay, so every corner kick will start with Morgan indicating a number with her finger in the air. Okay, and then she's gonna run as fast as she can to the person taking the corner kick. Okay, that is how every kick will start off. The first 2, number 1, I've got 2 balls set up in the box. We've got Kevin, who's pretending to be our striker, so in most cases it's gonna be Molly, and he's gonna be running to one spot every single time. He's always gonna start outside the back post, and he's going to be making a run right towards where the orange ball is, which is just behind where the penalty spot is. So that's going to be number 1. The person taking the corner kick is trying to get the ball to there. Number 2 is right where the yellow ball is. It's just inside the post, and it should be landing short of the net. So we're going to have multiple people out here doing runs. They're all going to do the same run every single time, except for it's going to come to a different person based on the number that we're choosing. All right, and number 3, Morgan, pass me the ball. Number 3 is actually a pass to Morgan, okay? So Morgan, go ahead and start back where you were. So if Morgan calls for a number 3 and then starts running towards me, I'm going to pass this ball to Morgan. She's going to stop it and make just a little pass to the outside. And that person taking the corner kick now has an opportunity to shoot on the net from just outside the box. Morgan's likely going to make that call based on where the coverage is, or whoever's playing the outside midfield.